evening, everybody. Welcome to a new and exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. So glad that you have joined us this evening. And we're going to dive right into our adventure here just after a word from our sponsors. I do want to thank Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp for all their support. You can go to those quick links that are popping up in the Twitch chat right now. Get forwarded to their storefronts. Oh wait, we got some. Wait, somebody's dyeing their hair. Iris is dyeing their hair.
Yep. And I need to know what color.
Yes, what
Ooh,
color?
teal
Iris?
highlights. Ooh.
Teal highlights. Awesome. My favorite color. Well, welcome, Iris. So glad that you're joining us. Don't forget to visit our sponsors, and don't forget to use that coupon code BONUS at checkout with Little Dragon Corp for 15% off of your order. I do have a special announcement that we need to go ahead and get out of the way right now to make the nights. And Saturday, June 7th, we will be participating in the longest day fundraiser for Alzheimer's research. Help join us in the fight against Alzheimer's as we stream all day long with a pretty ambitious goal of $1,600 to raise for awareness and research of this terrible disease. There have been so many people that have been impacted by it that we just feel like we need to step up, honor all those who we've lost, but also help to bring hope for the future in this fight against this disease. So make sure you join us. We're going to have a ton of streams going on that day. We're even going to be introducing you guys to the new RPG Daggerheart during that day. We've got an interesting Dungeons and Dragons adventure planned for all of you. It should be pretty exciting. Non-stop action. We have some alien RPG, so if you're into horror-themed RPGs, you're going to want to check that out. Victoria's got something up her sleeve and planned. It's so secret, I don't even know what it is yet. So we are we're excited to see what that's all about. Plus, Kristy Mysticwater is going to be doing some Let's Play at the late night kind of close out our streaming session with some Let's Play, so she might have some special guests appear to play some games with her, so make sure you check that out as well. Iris is saying we don't even know what it is yet either. Oh no, that's not good. It's gonna be great. I'm excited to see what all transpires, and more importantly, I'm excited to, because I feel like every time we've had a fundraiser for a good cause here at Probo, we've always succeeded, and actually we've, the last couple of times we've done Extra Life, we've actually raised above our set goal, so I have a feeling we're going to be doing the same this year. Excuse me, as my cat puts her tail in my mouth.
Yeah, she's got to keep it somewhere.
This cat is just, I tell you.
Go away, this is the wrong stream. Come back on Friday.
That's right. Well, we're going to go ahead and dive back into our adventure. And where we left off, we were still in a combat scenario. So I'm going to change our music here to something a little bit more battle-friendly. It'll pick up in a minute, I promise. And I'm going to take us back to the map because Selena just finished her go and she just caused the 6-armed jade statue with the top half of a beautiful woman, 6 arms, each holding swords, bottom half of a snake-like serpent. She just shattered it into pieces upon the ground. And we're actually going to go to the Cobra statue 2, which is actually going to be this one at the, or no, excuse me, Cobra statue 1, which is the one up here in the top part of the room. They are starting their turn inside this aura, this spell of Orcons. Does it have to make the save when it starts its turn there, or is it when it finishes its turn? Just to clarify.
Enters for the first time or ends its turn.
Ends its turn.
Up
Okay,
until the end.
So not until the end. Well, I double-checked the character sheet of this creature, and this creature is actually pretty intelligent. Intelligent enough that it's got to get out of here. It is blinded, but only half of it is kind of in this aura, so it's pretty easy for it to see the edge and where it can get out. So it's going to make its way out this way, shift to here, removing the blinded condition. So I believe as soon as it comes out of it, it's no longer blinded.
Correct.
Okay. And it's going to look directly in the direction of Forrest, Selena, and Hazel. And you watch as its mouth begins to open tremendously as sparks of electrical energy. You're stopping me.
Selena would get an attack of opportunity, right?
Oh, currently, yep, she would. She would, because, yeah, she can still see through that. I think we determined that even if you were outside of it, you can still see into it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Selena
it doesn't say anything about it.
Sure. Selena would get an attack of opportunity, and I believe her flame sword is still active. So,
Yes.
if you would roll that for me.
It's working on it.
Yeah, 12 is not going to hit. You
This
have
is why I shouldn't be in
resources.
charge.
Just have 7 of everything.
Well, now I don't want to mess it up.
Chat's making it easy to remember how many resources we have by keeping them at 7 all the time.
Yeah, I don't really want to change it.
But Selena might be able to beat this thing and stop it from trying to do
Yeah.
whatever it's about to do to all of you.
Yeah.
I don't think we've hurt that one yet, other than the storm. So
Oh.
No, I think it's been hurt. Because it got hit with
It's
my
hurt,
squirrels.
not quite bloodied, but hurt.
Let's.
Iris says, "Don't
let's-
worry, she's got you."
Iris, I love you. In case I haven't told you lately, I love you. I guess I'm trying to remember what when we last played. How much I need to hit this thing.
don't think he's gonna tell you that.
If
unfortunately.
anyone
he's
would
not. I
know,
know
it
he's
would
not.
be you because you're the best
I
note taker I know.
But it's not like I put like the level. I don't want to be that meta. I shot myself in the foot here. I will add I'll use a D8 inspiration and hope that yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like that's gives me chances without going too far.
All right.
Plus 7.
D8. Oh, you needed a 5. You hit.
Okay. It's okay. I now will remember that.
So
And
that
then,
is, so 9 piercing plus 5 fire. Let me double check their character sheet really fast. Oh yeah. Didn't like that at all as the sword slashes through it. It still slithers out of the...
Wouldn't Forrest also get a hit with it? Or it's still in his melee, never mind.
Still in his melee range.
Ignore me.
The statue goes and unleashes a lightning bolt out from its fanged maw as it comes in the direction of Forrest, Selena, and Hazel. I need dexterity saving throws from each of you. And you guys just immediately get your D8 count back because Iris is here. Have no fear.
Hey, Iris.
Iris is here.
By letting this happen.
Are you what?
Yeah, I'll cast Counterspell.
Counterspell. Okay.
That's
So-
a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, Constitution save. Okay, so the counter spell coming at you. Constitution saving throw. It's only a 10.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. You know what? I'm gonna spend a DM
Of
reroll.
course you are.
We'll give that another go. Constitution save. That's worse.
That's
It's a natural one. So, as the lightning goes to emerge, the sparks just kind of flicker and then dissipate as the spell does not happen.
If it makes you feel better, she did also restore your game map.
Yeah, that does make me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Iris. I will try not to fail you miserably next time. It seems like that's the MO around here, though. Every time I try to roll a DM reroll, it's always lower.
I'm pretty sure there's been at least one.
There was at least one time where you got like a 20.
One time
on
out
it.
of how many?
To go from a failure to a crit that one time, that was pretty heinous. I'm just.
Well, that ends Cobra Statue 1's turn. That brings us to Orcon's turn.
Who was muted?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Thank you.
There you go.
This thing right in front of me is looking pretty rough.
Indeed.
Okay.
The statue has like cracks in it. Some of the jade scales have been like torn off of it and are just laying on the floor around it.
Okay, what do I have for... Oh, that's right. I can't face step anymore. Okay, I'm trying to get this thing away from me. So I'm going to come over here into the corner and just start blasting away at it, trying to get it out of my face.
Okay. You got it. So
So-
your first attack will be disadvantaged because of close range, correct? Yeah.
14?
Ooh, 14's gonna miss. Would you like to spend resources?
Yeah, I'll add a probo to it.
All right, the
I'll make
probo
it a
does
19.
does turn it into a hit, indeed.
Yes, that is 11 force and 5 thunder. And knock it back 10 feet.
As you're knocking it back, it crumples into a pile of rubble as you destroy the other Cobra statue with one blast.
Perfect.
Still have 2 blasts remaining, plus some movement.
15. All right, so I can get up to about here. And we're going to go with statue 1 and try to put him right back into the storm.
Nice.
2 25s to hit him.
Those will both hit.
Okay, so 14 force for the first. Ooh, and 6 for the second.
It's definitely
But it's
bloodied,
knocked back.
and it's knocked back into the storm here, where it is
Nice.
immediately blinded. And
And takes the storm.
And,
Constitution
And it takes
save?
squirrel damage.
yep.
Oh, and it's in squirrel
Oh my
damage.
god, the squirrels too.
Constitution for the storm is a 13.
And a wisdom
So
save.
that's going to fail.
Okay, let's do the storm
That's,
first.
12 radiant, 13 thunder, so a total of 25.
25 damage, very nice, as the storm just batters it. And now it must make a save as the squirrels also jump on it
Mm-hmm.
and start attacking it viciously. A natural 20 for a 25.
It'll take half.
Okay.
Still takes half.
He crit fails, and then within 2 rolls, nat 20s.
So that's a total of
26.
13 points of damage.
Yep.
Still up, but still submerged within this terrible storm.
That'll end my turn.
And your turn, bringing us to the top of the round with Forest.
Good evening, Dude Bo. So you pop in the chat.
Hey, dude, Bo. Good to see you.
Suppose I'll just make a couple attacks at this guy.
Does blinded? I don't think blinded gives you advantage on the roll, does it?
Oh, it actually probably does.
I think they changed that though. I don't think blinded gives you advantage anymore.
I'm checking now.
I think it just gives the
Blinded.
creature disadvantage.
Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack
Oh.
rolls have disadvantage.
Oh, I guess it does. Yeah.
Well,
So
let's
you
see
have
how this goes then.
Yep.
Well, it's still hit.
28, still good.
That is 13 from the sword. 1 damage from Life Drinker.
I believe you still have your aura going as well.
6 more from Divine Favor.
And with that, a divine flash as the statue crumbles into pieces and shatters on the floor. And you guys are out of initiative order. I will remove all the turns, clear the tracker, take you guys out of combat.
I think the first thing that happens, Hazel and Selena simultaneously turn to Kior and go, "You have wings?" And that's all they do.
Well, yes, I do. But they don't last very long and they fold back in.
Well, that's a very different way to fly, I suppose.
It's more normal than turning your legs into whatever's going on with you half the time.
I am of celestial descent. This is the reason why. Although they're not very big, as you can see.
They get the job done.
Hazel's full on, like, behind Kior, like, looking for where the wings come from. It's like, I don't understand.
You just see the 2 small areas in my back where the armor is. Well, that's the chink in my armor, I would probably think. But there is a shield that hangs off the back as well.
Interesting.
Do you like
I want
them?
to have one. I do. I'm trying to decide if I like the idea of being me with wings, or I like just turning into animals with wings.
I do have a t-shirt.
That's nice.
I think you win then. I don't have a t-shirt.
While they're figuring out what's going on with his wings, I'm going to take a quick minute to use my magical cunning to regain a spell slot.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, good
And
call.
when I do that, everyone will gain 10 temporary hit points as part of my celestial resilience.
Oh, right. So
Temporary?
if they already had temporary hit points, does it just boost them up to the 10?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have more than that, you don't get any benefit. But if they don't have any, or if they have less than 10, they'll go up to.
Yeah, because I think on Selena she has 4 here, so I'm going to boost her up to 10. Okay, there
thank
we go.
Some people might still have some from the inspiring feat. I get 15 because I get a little extra.
Hazel, I will also let you know that as you're standing here near the rubble of that jade statue, the 6 scimitars that it had in its hand are laying there on the floor next to the rubble, and one of them looks very nice. It's kind of inlaid with this interesting, like, golden serpent head on the bottom of the handle that's, like, gripping in its mouth this, smooth jade gemstone in the bottom of it. Looks very elegantly made.
So Hazel would have started gathering them and asked Selena to put them in her bag.
Okay.
Just because we're loot goblins at this point, we want to sell things. And
Didn't
then
somebody have detect magic?
I thought you did.
Did you?
I thought you did.
Didn't you?
I don't know.
Oh.
But when she sees the fancier scimitar with the serpents on the handle, she remembers Laza's list of things and gets really excited. And she goes, "Guys, we found one of Laza's things!" And we'll just immediately put it in Selena's bag so we don't lose it, because I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, Orcon, did you still have detect magic up, or do you remember when the last time you cast that was, or? I thought you did have it and cast it at some
Yeah,
point.
I'm
But
just
I cannot
checking.
remember. It's been 2 weeks, so I'm not really
Give me a
sure.
second. I'm just trailing backwards a little. Okay, so I had cast it when we were checking the gemstone. So we went through the acid room. So I had it up. I'd say it's probably been
No,
10 minutes.
I would say you're probably like right at the end of it. So I'll give you this. That sword is
Okay.
definitely magical, and it's definitely transmutation magic.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah, here in,
it's an enchanted sword of some sort.
Yeah, so here in Hazel, say that, and knowing that at some point before we exit, we're going to be checking these things because there's a wand we got to look at too. I can just sort of nods along with it.
Hazel will, once everything's in the bag and like tucked away safely, will look around at her friends and go, I don't know what equals a fancy scimitar in this place, but we have to keep remembering that like what we take can make everything angry at us.
Oh, so we have to leave something here then.
I mean, we just took that big diamond from the secret room. Nothing happened.
Yet.
We took the feather, the wand, feathered wand. Nothing happened.
Thought I left something at the base of that tree.
Oh, you did plant a little something.
Yeah, it was either money or something. The eyeball. I think it was one of your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Remembering.
Oh, I asked the
Hazel.
tree. Tree said we could have the wand.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway.
Where did we leave the eyeball? Oh, either remembering someone doing it or a story about somebody leaving an eyeball behind.
I remember it too. I'm just not sure I'll have to go back and look at the notes.
Yeah, I'm looking through, but
He's gonna go into his pouch because I have. Just want to make sure.
Oh, you guys did get your used Provo back as well, so now we're at all 7s again, everybody. All is right in the world.
Thank you.
Is there like an intact, like a mostly intact hand left on the statue still?
Wait, say that again?
If I look, can I find like a mostly intact hand from the statue?
Roll a d20 and roll 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do.
So I take my old mundane longsword and I just place it in the hand.
Okay. Just put it in the hand. It's detached from the rest of
It's still got a weapon. Everything will be fine.
Like a soldier, an honorable soldier fallen in battle. You put the sword back in the hand.
I don't have 8 to replace, but yeah, it's something.
Okan will go. Are there any other hands, or is that the only one?
Roll a d20. We'll let fate decide.
Okay.
That was the only one.
Oh.
The rest of them are just crumpled up pieces of fingers, just laying about the floor.
Well, I try.
The Archon pulls out his sickle, looks around, and puts it away.
Orcon picks up 2 pieces of finger, mending. Then another piece of finger, mending. Then
That would
another
take quite a while.
take hours.
3 days later, the statue's back put together.
Long rest.
Comes back to life and attacks you.
Alright, so it looks like we only got one way forward here.
Yes, Spectre here, apparently.
Okay, actually, in Forest and Orcon, as soon as you get there, let me read you some text, because you're able to see down that hallway to the north there. So I'm going to describe to you what you see. There are 8 niches, or however you pronounce that word, because I know I've heard it pronounced 8 different ways, built into these walls. Each niche contains a musical instrument, a lute, a lyre, a viol, a flute, a drum, a dulcimer, a shawm, and a horn. At the end of the hallway is a double door emblazoned with 2 theater masks. One is elated, and one is despairing.
Pretty weird for a hallway.
I'm gonna
It is-
ask our lovely DM to repeat the instruments one more time. I wasn't ready.
Here, I'll copy them and
Okay,
paste
thank you.
them into the Roll20 chat for you. Let's see.
Thank you. I was just like, I'm not ready. I did not catch those.
Here you go. They're in the Roll20 chat now. I had to look up a shawm. It's kind of like a wooden clarinet, like an old-looking clarinet style thing.
By any chance, does the flute, is it a pan flute? Because that's the only thing I can play.
No, it is a normal flute, not a pan flute. It would say pan flute if it was a pan flute. Sorry.
Alright, well,
The theater mask seems to suggest it wants a show.
perhaps.
Where's the horn?
The horn is... It's in the very last right-hand niche down here.
I'm gonna...
I mean, I'm okay at best. I'm not really skilled with any instruments.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Iris says, time to start a band, everybody. Come on.
Orcon's gonna start heading towards the horn.
Okay.
Hazel's gonna.
Sure.
Well, 2 things. If you want to give me control of Selena's token so I can drag her.
Oh, yeah,
and
let me do
then-
that. And then, Orcon, I want you to stop about halfway, because something's going to happen.
And
Right.
where's the.
While I'm doing this.
And then I want to know where the flute is.
Oh, you know what? I think I have to give you control of it within her character sheet. Let me see if I can remember
Or if you
how
want to
do
just drag her
this.
tonight, we can fix it later.
Well, I'd rather have you go ahead and... Here we go. Let me do this and see if this does it. Edit it and
No, Bode. No Selena this evening.
Yeah. Try that now. Are you able to move her token now? Yes, it worked.
Yep. Thank you.
And Hazel, I think the flute, if the numbering is the way I assume it to go, is going to be here.
I think so too.
Okay. So actually, as Orcon starts walking down this hallway, all of a sudden you guys see the instruments all start to glow with this strange purple light. As purple light begins to fill the hallway from the instruments start to lift off of their resting places in these niches, and they start to like just float and hover in those niches for a second, and they all start playing this hall. It fills this hall with this awful din as all these strange instruments are playing at the same time. I need for Orcon, Hazel, and Forest to all make wisdom saving throws, because you 3 are the ones that are directly in the hallway when this music takes place. Hazel is the only one who succeeded. Do the rest of you want to spend any
Oh.
resources on that?
I'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I'll throw a provo at it because that'll put me up over 20. So I'm hoping that'll put me at a 21.
The Probo turns it into a success.
Okay.
All right. Forrest, you're just letting it happen?
Yeah.
All
I'll be
right.
fine.
So if you failed, you're going to take 3d10 psychic damage, half as much for the ones who succeeded. So 26. I rolled really well on that damage roll.
Didn't think you'd roll that high. Okay.
Yes. And you guys got your probo back because Iris is here.
Hey, you might as well not even change them tonight.
Or no, as long as Iris hangs out, you guys are fine. Yeah, so that all as this like just cacophony of sounds like fills this chamber and just like you can feel the pain like driving into your mind. All of a sudden, the light from them seems to slowly dissipate, and they float down and just rest back in their spots within the niches, and the sound ends.
Well, that was certainly strange.
Quite loud, too.
Did the masks react at all to the din?
They did not, from what you could tell.
I'm gonna pass by the horn. Is there anything else on the door once I get closer to it?
Yeah.
Or is it just a mask?
Yeah, as you get to closer inspection, you get down there, the mouths of both masks are open slots. Large enough to fit a hand or an arm through.
Or a giant diamond.
You also see that there's script engraved above the masks, kind of like on like looks like an engraved metal like ribbon, and there's script above it. It says, "Pay the toll in blood or in song."
Oh,
Guess it still wants you to play something.
These.
oh, perhaps we can just feed it some blood.
Let me try, and again, going off of the numbering, I think this one has the flute, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Hazel has proficiency with playing a flute, so it's just one of the tools I have, and I have my own. But I wonder if I should use my own or use the one that they have here.
Have you ever seen the movie Anchorman?
Once.
Play us a little jazz flute.
Dab. I
I hate you
dabble,
all.
and he pulls it out of his sleeve. Love it. Sorry.
You all. If I reach out and touch this flute here, does anything bad happen to me?
No. You grab it. You pull it out of the niche.
Grab it.
Nothing seems to happen.
I will just very quickly play a few notes to see if it actually reacts to what I'm doing. Test notes, like when you haven't played an instrument for a really long time and you're like making
Okay,
sure
go
you
and make a
remember.
performance check. You can add your proficiency bonus because you are proficient with playing it. So.
Your nose here and smoke on the water.
That's right.
So,
Everybody's
performance
first song
check.
that they learn. That's right.
Oh, that's gonna go so well, and then +5 for my proficiency, so 14
Not bad.
total.
Yeah. I mean, this instrument seems like it's been sitting here a while, so it's
Yeah.
it's kind of a little bit more difficult to play than one that would have been kind of like your instrument that you had broken
Cared
in for
for.
many years and cared for. Yeah.
Yeah. I look at everyone else like, should I try?
I mean, it didn't get worse.
It could get worse.
Hazel. Orcon's going to grab the horn he was looking at. Should we try together?
That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. But Hazel will start to play a little, like, a song from her time in the Fae. Just a quick little tune. Not like a
Okay.
really long song.
Can I try to play along beneath her, sort of like try to match her to give her advantage?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, helping with a little bit of extra like harmony. With
Yeah,
the
because as she's
yeah.
going, it's like
Mhm.
that trying to catch a little behind her, just keep her.
Yeah. So you're gonna need to make a charisma performance check. with advantage because you're being helped by Orcon.
And then +5, so 25.
25. So the sounds coming from these instruments within this room resonate a beautiful harmony. Orcon's undertone that he's got going on is actually just perfect to enhance the higher pitches of the flute, and it seems to like echo elegantly within the chamber, much different than when all the instruments were just clamoring at once, playing random notes at the same time before, when the magic was starting to take effect. And you guys notice those two faces at the end of the hallway begin to glow with like a bright yellow energy, and then it all just seems to just like pulsate and dissipate from the two statues, and you can see the door just kind of creaks open just the slightest bit. You have successfully unlocked this door.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Hazel will put it. Hazel puts it back and like awkwardly like bows at the flute, not at her friends, not even at Orcon for helping, but like at the flute because she thinks it's cursed, and she'll move down the hall.
Also, you
Orcon's
put
gonna
the
pocket
flute
the
back. Oh, yep.
Yeah, I
Orcon
put that
pockets
back.
the horn. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my
But I'm
god!
going to put my sickle in its place.
Okay, so you replaced the
So
horn.
like how the
with a
horn
sickle.
was sitting up like this. No, the sickle's sticking out with the blade pointing out.
Okay, work on. You can remove your sickle from your character sheet and add a horn to your character sheet. Specifically put horn from the Tomb of Wayward Souls.
Okay.
Now for everyone's favorite part. I open the door.
Excellent.
Ah,
Hazel screams.
Forrest just kind of pushes it open and reveals another chamber. There are shelves filled with tomes and scrolls that line the walls of this expansive chamber. 5 stone statues depicting skeletal warriors stand throughout the room. And you can see there are 2 doors to the south on either side of that hallway you just came in, and there are 2 halls to the east and the west.
Oh, which way is Selena's
Did we
little...
hear something about a library? I forget.
You both were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
at the same time.
Did we hear something about a library earlier?
Did we? I don't know. Still not from the library.
Wisps warned us about
Yeah,
several things.
still
but I
not
can't
from the
remember.
library, for it holds trouble. Yeah. No touchy.
So imagine if we take anything, the very obvious statues come to life.
Yeah, let's not.
But at the same time, we found so many good things in bookshelves. I'm not saying I'm going to take anything. I just want to take a look.
Orcon's got to join and start flipping through the shelves.
Okay. Anybody
Selena's-
who's looking through the shelves can make a perception check for me.
Selena's gonna look at the titles, as she likes to do. Like, she always likes to look at books, but she doesn't want to set off any issues, so she's not taking any of them down.
Ooh.
So
Work
I
on it.
will roll.
Anyone mind if I use a player reroll on that one?
It isn't that one. Seems fair.
I'm gonna roll perception for Selena to look without
okay.
touching.
Little better.
11. She doesn't do that great.
A little better. And you guys did use a player reroll. I'm sure that will be replaced soon. I'm going to go ahead and mark it, though, just in case. Forrest, 18. Okay, Forrest, you do see something. After spending like a couple of minutes just perusing and looking through, like not touching anything, but just going through the shelf and looking over what is there, you can see there is a book that you remember might be of interest to Lisa. Yep. It's a set of engraved copper sheets that look like they're kind of linked together. One of these are kind of like on an upper shelf of one of these bookshelves as you're looking around.
Hey, so I think I found one of those things over here.
Oh, she'll go look at it with him and then silently curse under her breath.
Orcon, with your roll, you can see that one of the there's like spell scrolls that are kind of sticking out of tubes on one of the shelves, and you can see, because I think because of your spell casting abilities and things, you notice one of them actually looks like a spell scroll of greater restoration that's kind of hanging out like a little bit further than the other ones.
Kind of useful to have on hand, not gonna lie. I think we might have to bite the bullet on this one and take stuff from the library.
Hazel, one thing that you would see is there's as you're going kind of into a different direction looking at some shelves, you do notice that there is what looked to be like some skeletal remains like laying at the bottom of one bookshelf, where it looks like their hand had come up and their hand was almost like clenching a book. It looks like a simple black leather bound ancient journal. It almost looks like to you as if they were trying to put it back.
Question on that. Does it look like the hand was chopped off by one of the skeletal warriors in the room for touching it?
Make a medicine check for me, please.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
She's upset about all the things everyone wants to take from the room and is just not able to focus.
The hand doesn't, but it's oddly suspicious that it's missing most of the lower half.
Alright, well, why don't we cautiously test this? I'll take just the copper plates down and we'll see what happens.
Hazel looks at Kior and everyone else in the room, goes, everybody ready for a problem?
Well.
If Kior's ready, then I guess we just go in.
But Orcon's gonna point over at Forrest. Hazel, he's grabbing something!
I'm staring right at Orcon. Don't even. We didn't grow up together in the Fae, but we are the same. Don't mess with me.
I'll pull the copper plates down.
All right. Forrest reaches up, pulls the copper plates. Almost immediately after pulling the copper plates, you guys do see over here on the side is one of those skeletal statues immediately shifts its gaze directly towards Forrest and animates and looks very hostile. So I need all of you to click on your tokens. Let me pull up this order sheet here, and you can roll your initiative because this guardian is coming at you.
Don't forget advantage because of Kior.
Everyone within 30 feet gets advantage on their initiative with me too.
Yep. So you guys all have advantage on that roll.
Would I think I may just be just outside it.
30 feet? No.
You're like 3 squares away from
Yeah, you're only 3 squares away. Yeah, pretty much
Oh,
everybody in this room would be advantage.
No, I was getting it confused with the blue aura for Forest.
Yeah.
Even the skeletons get initiative. I'm kidding.
They will gladly take it. If you...
No.
Oh, that helped. I went up 1.
I went up 1 as well for me and for Selena.
Do you need me to change it, or are you guys able to change it?
Got it.
You got it? Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, we can change
I
ours.
got mine.
You should be able to change your own.
Why am I first? This is terrible.
You were the one who was most ready for it.
True.
This is terrible.
True.
Wait, no, Kior's
Actually,
first. Yay.
Kior did get first.
Thank God
let
it's not me.
To make sure no ties. All right. Yeah, Selena's there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so Kior, you can see this statue is turned to face Forrest. It looks very unhappy about Forrest retrieving these these copper plates off of the shelf. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the Guardian.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. It's marked.
Inventory. Another 1 out of 5. And then I'm gonna move to it and attack twice.
Kior rushes up to it. I believe you're using your, what is your Sunblade?
Blade. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, that is probably a
14 does not do it. Would you like to spend any resources?
no. I'll go on to the next one.
Okay. Taking a second strike.
Oh. 16.
16 also is not enough.
Well, I'll just wait here.
Would you like to spend any resources? You can take it. You can add to it, or
Side note, looks like we did get a player reroll back too.
Yeah, I was gonna call that out afterwards.
oh, you got your player
Iris
reroll back.
re-upped us.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you, Iris.
How does the
knew it was coming.
proficiency? Is it just adding our proficiency bonus to it?
Yes, it'd be a +5 right now, I believe.
Let's do one of those.
Yeah, and that +5 will make it a hit.
All right.
So you can roll damage for that second strike as the Sunblade connects.
Does it have any addition? Is it undead or anything like that, or do I sense that? Because
you do not sense undead.
okay.
That
I'm
rolled the
curious.
wrong weapon. That rolled your
Oh.
longbow.
Yeah, rolled your longbow.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, the damage just looked very low.
We got
9 again.
19 or 9?
Holy
Is that what she said?
9. Yeah, it should have been a 9. That's a lot of stuff. Radiant, two-handed, one-handed, 9. Yeah, so it should be the 9.
Oh, okay, so it's adding the 2. Okay, when it's undead. Okay. 9 radiant damage, got it. You carve through it. Some of the statue is pierced away from it. Still looks like it's pretty hardy. Made out of pure stone. Anything else, Keeler?
And that is my turn.
All right, Hazel, you are
You
next
get
to
Hunter's
go.
Market though.
Oh yeah, you would do your was it an extra D6 Hunter's Mark damage? Is it a D6?
Yes,
Or does it...
I'm sorry. D6.
I feel like that should
Thank you.
scale at higher levels. Does it scale at higher levels, or is it only just D6?
You can concentrate it on for many hours.
I don't
Oh, okay.
remember.
Yep, roll an extra D6 for us. 6!
6.
There you go. Much better.
Thank you, Forrest.
That brings us to Hazel with Forrest on deck, and then Orcon immediately after that.
Question.
Mhm.
Would Hazel's conjure woodland beings still be up at 10 minutes?
I'm going to say for this instance that the room where you guys played all the music and were playing
Mhm.
around in there would probably have taken that amount of time.
That's what I wanted
So
to
I'd
be
probably
sure of.
say
Okay.
that they're probably gone.
That's okay. I just wanted to know before I made any decisions. So then, just because the last time we were in a fight, we were in a line, there was a problem with that. Hazel's gonna move. Oh god, there's nowhere that we're not in a line. Ah!
You guys also were redeemed a proficiency bonus back.
Hazel's gonna move to this back corner to get out of line with everybody, because I think from there I can still. Yeah, I can still hit that guy. Starry Wisp.
Right,
Hit
Starry
on that.
Wisps. Cast come flying from Hazel across the room in the direction of that skeletal guardian.
23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
18 damage.
18 damage. That is radiant damage. Yes, 18 points. As the Starry Wisp blasts into the skeletal warrior, causing pieces of stone to fly off of it. Kior kind of braces himself from the shards of stone that fly off.
And
That'll
that'll
do
be
it.
my turn.
All right. Forest with Orcon on deck.
I suppose I'll just walk up and smack it a couple times.
All right. Is your aura still up?
My aura is permanent.
Oh. Okay.
Divine
okay.
Favor's long gone.
Define favor.
Divine
Yeah,
Favor's
that's
only
what I
a
meant. Yeah. 21 will hit.
20 damage, plus a little bit from Life Drinker. Ooh, 6 more.
26 damage.
Second attack.
31, yes.
I hope that hits, yes.
Yes.
Rolled a measly 13 on that one.
13 on that one.
Yeah, I don't think this needs any extra fighting. I think we'll let this be.
Forrest just comes up, starts like 2 swift strikes to carve more of the stone away. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Passing it to Orcon.
Okay, we're gonna.
Oh, and Iris says in chat 40 minutes and she's got to go. So the dice refill train will have to end.
Okay.
Use everything now.
You have 40
Yep.
minutes of unlimited player resources.
Okay. Orcon's thinking we should probably deal with this thing before he grabs the other scroll. Unfortunately. So we are going to fire off 3 shots at this one in front of Forrest.
What is this? Orcon is making a smart and wise decision?
He just
Very
doesn't want to hear
sure.
Hazel.
Hazel is still probably staring at it from the corner.
Yes, the blast of your Eldritch Blast hits. The first one is definitely a hit. The second one is actually a miss.
Yeah, we'll let it roll.
Okay.
So it's 14 force for the first and 5 thunder for a total of 19.
19.
And it's
Got it.
pushed back 10 feet.
Push back 10 feet into the corner.
And last one,
That will hit.
24. 6.
6
Rolled a
force damage.
1.
Is slammed again with another blast as it gets slammed up against these bookshelves in the distance.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Duck over here just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
Half the hallways we walk into explode. Just keep that in mind.
That's why I'm not going around the corner.
The Guardian gets to go. Guardian's going to just beeline towards Forest. You can see while you guys have been attacking this Guardian, it has not turned away from Forest since Forest grabbed that thing off the shelf. And it's going to multi-attack Forest here. It can make 2 attacks with its slam attack. So it's going to go ahead and 22 to hit.
Really?
Not
Fine.
Oh,
Actually,
is it? You take 17 bludgeoning plus 8 force damage from the impact of this skeletal guardian. And it's going to slam you again. A 25 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 21 bludgeoning plus 9 force damage. As you can feel
Unpleasant.
impact from each of these as it slams down on you, never once looking at anything or anyone else in the room. It's almost as if like it's just you two in the room. You're the only one that exists to this creature. That ends its turn. Bring us to Selena.
I don't remember if I think she can just turn on and off. Like
I think it's a
I didn't
bonus
have her
action,
turn her sword.
but
Yeah.
if she didn't turn it off, like
I don't think she
it-
did. So we're just gonna say it's one. She can get there, so we're all
Mhm.
smacking it in the corner here. And let's see how this does. 25 to hit,
25 to hit.
6
Does
piercing, and 7.
hit. Piercing, 7 fire. Okay. 13 points of
And-
damage.
We do that again now. That's advantage now, right?
Yes. Mhm.
I don't know if it's gonna automatically roll that or not, since I'm not the owner of her
Yeah,
sheet.
you
so
might have to
let's-
roll it twice.
Hold down shift while you click it, that might do it.
Alright, I'll try. Oops. Please hold.
Oh,
Okay,
it did. Look at that.
it
Very
did.
cool. Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay.
So 9
And
and
9 and 9. And then again. She gets 3 attacks.
This statue is looking bloodied. That
So,
hits as
10
well.
piercing
Another-
and 7 fire.
Another 17 points as Selena carves away a lot of, like you can see part of the skeleton's rib cage is just completely destroyed as Selena is just ripping through it with this flaming sword.
And that will end her turn. Yeah.
Your turn.
Just
Beautiful. Brings us to
not
Kiora
believe her friends.
back at the top of the round.
You have to.
Quiet on us, but
Oh,
can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Tony.
Advantage on
There we
attack.
go.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, let's see here. Bonus action. Planar warrior,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
that
some
stacks with.
damage.
That's also stacks with the hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunblade at advantage. Oh. 17 hit.
17 misses. Would you like to use some resources? That dude Bo just redeemed and add your proficiency bonus right this second.
Another add proficiency bonus.
So
Yes.
would you like? Okay, that will turn it into a hit. So that dude Bo, I'm not even gonna put it on there because it's immediately being used. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, you turn that
Which
into
means
a hit.
this damage is all yours, that dude.
Yep. That dude,
Okay,
get
so-
your character sheet ready. I'm giving all this damage to you.
That.
That's not how I
Six.
meant that.
6.
No,
Plus,
that rolled your bow again.
It keeps rolling
Yeah,
your
what-
longbow.
That's weird.
plus 3 and one more.
Kior, it rolled the wrong weapon again.
It rolled your longbow.
Yeah, it says
I'll get it.
longbow of warning there. Yep.
Technology's
Good
against all
lord.
of us today.
It must be. Come on now. Let's try that one more time.
Mhm.
Get out of there.
Ah,
13.
there it is.
So 13 plus 3, and then I got my. Let me get there real quick.
Yeah, because you got your bonus action
Right.
damage. Planar warrior, an extra 5 damage. Okay. And that was all with the first strike. Looking
Second
hurt.
strike.
Still got some left.
No, not the longbow this time. Okay, here we go. At advantage.
No, chat just let us know it's just bow.
You got it, Bo.
19 to hit.
19 hits. That's 11.
Plus 4. 15 more points.
15 more points of damage. You got it. As you send this statue reeling, you're like carving at the back of this thing, Kior. It never turns around and looks at you. It kind of just
That's the way I
completely ignores you and is staring at Forrest.
I can
It
deal
just
with that.
really doesn't like me.
Maybe you should drop that thing.
Maybe you shouldn't have touched it.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I believe, Kior, that will end your turn.
That is my turn.
And that will bring us to Hazel with Forrest on deck.
Okay. Hazel's not looking to have issues today, so she's gonna stay where she is and with love, because she can see over Selena, will hit this thing or try to hit this thing again from a distance.
These statues stand about 7-8 feet tall, so yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to fire easily over Selena.
Right at its face as it's glaring at Forrest.
Mhm.
For 18 to hit?
18 just hits.
Okay. For 19 points of damage.
18 damage. It is still up, but it's looking really rough and crumbled.
Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay over there because even though it's focused on Forest, I'm afraid that anything else we do in this room is gonna come for me. So I'm just waiting.
Got it. Forrest, this statue wants to see your demise. What do you do about it?
Hopefully kill it first. Not with that roll.
Not with that roll. But you rolled nat 1 and got a 14. That's ridiculous.
A little bit.
You wanna
I'll go
re-roll
ahead and
it?
Play a reroll though.
Oh, you got it. Player reroll coming right up.
Did like 60 damage to me last turn. Unnecessary.
Unprovoked, right? Unprovoked.
Completely unprovoked.
These aren't his tablets.
30 will definitely hit.
It's 23 plus 2.
And you, with one slash of the blade, the head of the skeletal warrior gets removed from its shoulders, and it spins slow motion up in the air. Its eye is still kind of glaring at you when it can, and then when it hits the ground, it shatters into pieces, and you have destroyed this guardian. I will go ahead and take you guys out of combat order.
We learned something interesting. If you take the thing, it comes for you.
Clearly the plan is someone else takes the next.
Clearly the plan is to heal you up a bit first, buddy. And I will use 4 of my Fey pool of healing. So you get. It only rolls good when I heal another Fey. It's very funny.
You rolled above average. Like, I don't know what
that's
you're
not-
complaining about.
That's not too shabby. Not too shabby.
So 16 regular hit points, and you get 4 temp HP. Because I used 4 uses of it.
And a player reroll in chat. Still at 7.
Is Forrest still looking pretty bloodied?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I have my own
Okay,
resources.
so I can heal you up some, but I only got 1 slot left.
Forrest
I can heal
effed
him.
around and found out.
He did.
Orcon's gonna step halfway into the room as everyone's sort of healing up and worrying about Forrest.
You can
And because I don't know if anyone is going to notice this, because this does not require any verbal or somatic components.
Kior's going to, because he has a high passive perception.
What are you doing?
He can see through walls at this point.
What are you doing?
So I am literally going to cast Mage Hand
I knew it.
and make it invisible. And have the Mage Hand just grab the scroll.
Okay.
Because I am hoping that the mage hand will take the target, as opposed to...
Huh. Interesting.
Huh.
Okay. So you remove. All of a sudden, the scroll just starts to be removed from the scroll tube. It just starts hovering and floating in the room. Another skeletal warrior does
Oh no!
begin to move. So which one was number 2? Try to keep them in order.
Dude, look at Tony.
He's just shaking his head in shame.
Does begin to move. So what I do need is immediately for everybody to click on their tokens and roll initiative again.
Yeah, we just got done with this.
Remember advantage. Except for Orkin.
Oh yeah, Orcon might be out of range now.
That's okay, I rolled a 21 without it.
Nice.
What Orkan wants to know is this thing that just woke up, who's it looking at? Is it looking at the scroll or is it looking at me?
But D.
It is looking at you, Orcon. As its head turns towards you. Did everybody adjust their initiatives in the chat?
Yes.
In the box there, it's rolling. Okay, I will go ahead and put them in the correct order. A 30? My goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
I have, advantage. You gave me a weapon that gives me an extra D10.
This is like the same, almost the same order, just a little bit. Like the Guardian goes 5th again. Okay. Well, Forrest, you see that another Guardian begins to move over here, and its gaze is set upon Orcon, but what would you like to do?
I suppose I'll put myself between it and Orcon.
I was going to laugh
See how
if you
that
said,
works
I'm
out.
just going to go over and hang out over here and see what happens.
Make a couple attacks.
All right, you got it.
I got a hole behind me, I can run away.
Only a 16.
16 will not hit. Would you like to use resources?
Nah, we'll let this one slide.
All right. That one misses. 18 just hits. I keep on forgetting about your sap ability, too. I need to mark that.
Yeah, I double checked after I got hit. You rolled higher on the disadvantage number, so it didn't matter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like, it was still the lower roll.
Keep on forgetting which one I used. For
That'll
that.
be a total of 18 damage.
18 damage. Got it. 18 damage as you begin carving through another one of these skeletal guardians. That was the one I used. Excellent. All right, does that end your turn, Forrest?
Yep.
All right, Kior, we're up to you. Another statue comes to life. On the other side of the room, you see a floating scroll headed towards Orcon.
There, you still got your hunter's mark from earlier.
Bonus action, switch it over to this guy.
You got it. It is now marked.
I will move there. And I will attempt to use the right weapon roll. All right, here we go.
Oh!
Does a 30 hit?
Yes, it does.
When it's a natural 20, it tends to, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
All right. Okay, so let's go D8 plus 5 first. Okay, so that is
Didn't roll it as a crit.
Yeah,
So that's
if you click on the, it didn't roll a crit. If you click on the pink sunblade in the roll 20 chat, it'll roll this crit damage for you.
Oh. On the which again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
On the roll 20. If you look on roll 20 on the right side where it says sunblade in the pink box.
Okay.
If you click
So
the
just
pink
roll-
box, it'll roll the crit damage.
Oh, okay. Should I re-roll or just leave it where it's at?
I'd just
Well,
go
right now
ahead
you don't
and-
have any of your crit damage.
Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
any crit damage, so just go ahead and click on that pink, and we'll get it situated here. There we go.
There you
Okay.
go.
Ooh, that's a lot of numbers. 12, 16, 17 is what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Plus
the
my 100s.
bottom number. Is it plus the bottom number?
It's 5 is the...
Five
I
is
think
the-
it's the top
One-handed
number and the
crit
bottom
damage.
number in the left chart.
Yeah, so it should be 15...
I'm pretty sure it's 12
Looks
plus
like it's
7.
I think it's total one-handed damage 15, and then total critical one-handed damage is 7.
Got it.
So,
It's
Yeah.
15 plus 7.
22.
Yeah.
and then but your
Here's-
hunter's mark looks like it didn't.
That
Yeah,
was
the
next.
hunter's
The
mark
hunter's mark
didn't
would always be
roll.
7.
Yeah, just
You just roll that twice.
Plus 4.
Yeah, you can roll that a second time because you get to roll it twice for the crit.
Ooh, yes. Another 10.
Additional 10 damage. There you go.
First strike.
You can make your second strike.
Got enough? No? Okay. Yes. Sunblade.
That will hit.
Just a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Woohoo! Total 18.
18 damage?
Yep.
I'm confused about how that's rolling in here. Why is it giving me all those numbers? I guess it's because of the extra damage it would do to undead.
No, it
I
doesn't
think
know
you just
it's
get the
undead.
12 for that because it's not actually dead.
Yeah, it'd be the top
Yeah.
number, right? 12?
I think so.
Because they're not considered undead. These are considered constructs.
Yeah.
Okay. So you carve through that one. You also get to roll a d6 again for Hunter's Mark. Or is a Hunter's Mark only once per turn?
Now it's every attack.
Every attack? Got it.
Roll it again.
Yep, you can roll your d6 for additional Hunter's Mark damage. Another
Oh.
4 points. Look at that. And Kior, same thing. It's ignoring you and looking over towards Orcon and the floating scroll.
I'm used to being ignored. Stop picking up stuff, please.
You sound like me. Stop opening doors and touching things that don't belong to you.
Orcon and the floating scroll sounds like a good episode title.
Or, you know, a great jazz band with a lot of horn.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, that's your band name. I love it. Fantastic. I guess that would end Kior's turn.
Yes.
Bring us to, in fact, Orcon's turn with Selena on deck.
Okay, so let me just double check my spell. I think it is a bonus action to... Oh, no, it's an action. Okay. So... Oh. Okay, I can move it. Control the hand again. Part of that action, you can move it up to 30 feet. Okay. So, assuming it hasn't got all the way over to me, it's probably got no space. Fine. 20. Orcon is going to step down into the into Hazel's corner and fire off a couple of shots at it.
I like how you called it Hazel's Corner.
Yeah. 21, 17 and a 20.
the 17 will miss. Do you want to spend any resources on it?
I'll let it roll.
All right.
It's got to go through some other people before it can get to me.
So you definitely strike your target with those 2 shots.
Okay, so first one is 11 points, 6
damage.
force, 5 thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And then second is 8 force.
8 force damage. Takes this damage. It can't be pushed because Kior is in the way. So it just kind of like bumps into Kior, completely kind of ignoring the fact that Kior is even there, and Forrest for that matter is there. It's just looking in your direction as you're blasting it.
Yep. And then we're going to... Yes, that was 10, 15, 20. How tall are the ceilings in here?
10 feet.
Okay, yeah. If this thing's 8 feet tall, there's no point in flying.
Oh, I mean, like, in the chamber itself, it's higher. Where you're at currently is 10 feet in this little tunnel.
Okay, what about in the chamber itself?
Let me double check. I think they're a little bit bigger. Ceilings, doors, floors. Well, 20 feet for the chamber, 10 feet in the hallway that you're in.
Oh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'll go opposite Hazel's corner. And yeah, that'll end my turn.
Iris, opposite Hazel's corner would be the bookshop that they have across the street from Hazel's corner to be the competitor.
I think that one's just a coffee shop.
That's that's
Oh, Hazel
Very
opens
good.
a store that doesn't include a coffee stand in it.
It has tea,
Some tea.
not coffee. Sorry.
Excellent.
Not
Does that end your turn, Orkhan? Okay. Excellent. That
Yep.
brings us to Selena's turn.
Selena in Selena fashion, run up with her flaming sword and go, "Don't go after my friends."
18 just
to hit.
hits. Yes. 20 damage. Ouch.
And we go again.
Hits. For another 19 damage.
And once more with feeling.
Indeed. For another 14 damage. Selena carving away.
And that'll be where she ends, in case, because this thing's gonna go after him, so she's gonna try to swing at it probably when it moves. But that's her turn.
Okay.
And thank you, Michael. I didn't get to that spammer before you did. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I got it. So this skeletal creature, all of a sudden, its statue, all of a sudden, its eyes begin to glow with a strange, like, blue light. And I need for Hazel, Forrest, Selena, and Kior to all make wisdom saving throws for me as it begins to cast a spell.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Counter
This is my
spell.
fault.
This is my fault. So you feel bad
This
you
is my
cast
fault.
counterspell.
This is my fault.
It's my fault, and all my friends are gonna die. Oh no!
Yeah, I was not
All right, so I need to make a Constitution save.
I'm sorry.
Only a 14.
That'll fail.
I'm gonna spend a DM reroll and see if I can make this succeed. Let's see if this will happen. Chat, we will see how this works.
Gotta work eventually, right?
It's gotta
Shush, no,
work.
it doesn't.
Someday, it's gotta work.
Incorrect.
23.
Ooh.
Well, Forrest, this is now your fault.
Yeah, like,
And Iris, thank you for immediately refilling that for me. I appreciate that. So, this creature just cast slow on all of you.
Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't make the saves for me or Selena yet because I was.
So you
Wait,
guys are
so-
going to have to make wisdom saving throws in order to avoid the effects of being slowed. This
Does
is a
For-
bonus action, by the way, for this particular creature.
Does Forrest, do you have any pluses as a? Are you a paladin?
Yeah. You'll have +5 here.
Yeah,
Plus 5.
everybody gets +5 because you're in the aura.
17 plus 5 is 22.
Oh, terrible.
Does 16 save for Selena?
16 will not save when you spend
Oh, we're
resources.
using things. Yeah, no. I'm sorry if
I
I'm
will
running her.
say
We're using things.
Hazel and Kior both succeed. Forrest also succeeds. The only failure was Selena.
We will use a D12 inspiration to try to just get
D12.
make sure she makes it. I hope. Oh, come on.
3.
I've got the 19. 19's probably enough.
Oh yeah, it's 19 enough?
It is enough. So none of
keep
you
forgetting about
are able,
first.
none of you take on the effects of this slow, and your D12 inspo is immediately refilled from chat.
You can't put me in charge of Selena when things go wrong. It makes me very anxious.
So the slow doesn't go through, but good thing for this creature is that was a bonus action. So it is also going to do this. It ignores all the people around it, and it is going to make its eyes begin to glow, and they have these beams that shoot out of them towards Orcon in the corner.
What?
That's not what I was expecting at all.
Neither was I.
As it's going to use its ability called Force Bolt, as it fires towards Orcon. It can make 2 of these attacks. I do think that because it is surrounded by melee combatants, it does have disadvantage. I believe that's the way ranged combat works.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
So,
are threatened, you have disadvantage.
So we'll have disadvantage, but I'm going to fire them anyway. 27. It's a good thing it had disadvantage.
Yeah.
You take 23 points of force damage, Orcon, as one of these blasts into your flesh. The second attack is only a 10 with a natural 1.
I also get my sentinel attack after.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go for it.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade at it.
Booming Blade coming at the creature.
So that's a regular attack roll.
Bo said that the statue went Homelander on him.
That's right.
17 misses these guys, right?
17 does miss these guys.
I'll add a D6 onto it, sure.
D6 coming at you.
1.
Yep, that's just enough to make it a hit.
Kind of what I thought. That is the damage from the sword. And then Life Drinker's effect. We're at 23 so far, and then Booming
3
Blade.
damage.
The one on left takes 8 more thunder damage.
8 points of thunder damage from the booming
And
blade.
I put Repelling Blast on this, so I also knock it back 10 feet, but Kyora's kind of in the way, so it just kind of stumbles.
Yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't have anywhere to go. I will spend a DM reroll to reroll that second attack that was a natural 1 though. So since I have
Natural.
that, I'm going to go ahead and spend it. Spend them if you got them, right? So here comes a Force Bolt again at Orcon after Forrest got that quick strike in. Force Bolt.
And you've
This
already
one-
got it redeemed.
This one's a 15. I don't think that's going to be enough.
It just hits.
Just hits. Oh. 11 points of force damage from the second Force Bolt. And
Noticeably less lethal. So.
Okay.
And that will end its turn because it can't really move out of here. It's surrounded. and
It
trapped.
could.
Yeah, it could.
I guess it
Diagonals.
could. I guess it could move
Yeah.
diagonal.
Technically.
It will.
Yes!
I think Forrest already technically used his Sentinel reaction.
Yeah, Kior still got his.
So Kior's got one. Hazel's
Selena
got
has hers.
one because it's going to keep on
Actually,
trucking.
it's moving
Sentinel,
speed
it
to
can't
0
move.
because I hit it with Sentinel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sentinel can't move.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
so it will not be able to move. So it stays put,
Okay.
bringing us to Hazel's turn with Forest on deck at the top of the round.
Okay.
Good point. Glad you reminded
Hazel-
me about that.
Hazel just looks at this thing, looks at Orcon, rolls her eyes, and Starry wisps this thing because she's just like, "Stop touching things!"
We still have the other journal to pick up that you found.
21
Stop
hits.
touching it.
21 hits.
And 18 damage.
18 damage. You got it. It looks like it's got wear and tear, but it's still up.
And I think that's all I can do. Getting confused looking between two character sheets. Yeah,
you can do.
but that's it. Yep, I'm
You
not.
wanna move
Actually,
anywhere,
I
or-
will move a little bit closer in case this thing does get to Orcon or makes a move towards him. But I'm not technically trying to stop it either. It's
Sure.
just to be close. And that's
Yeah.
my turn.
All right. Top of the round with Forest.
I'll take a couple more attacks.
Okay.
Really like rolling this 17 today. I'm
Just
pretty sure
misses.
it's dead before it gets another turn, though, so I'm
Not gonna spend anything? Okay. Oh!
I guess that's my turn.
You're just gonna take the misses?
Yeah, it's meant to be. I've rolled above a 5 in like 3 different attacks. It's meant to be at this point.
There's just such a big crowd around it right now, and it's just like everybody's like slamming it. Every time like it does damage, it like stumbles, and you just can't get quite a good strike on it.
Keep hitting the wall.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Kior. That brings us to you then.
Bonus action, planar warrior.
You got it.
And
Adding some damage. Thank you, Iris. We'll see you later. Thank you for all the rerolls tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Iris. Love you.
Have a good night. Hope the hair turns out well.
29 will hit.
that one. And D6.
Looks like 11 initial damage. Plus 2 additional damage. Still up, Kior.
One more time. How about 29 again?
29 again. We'll do it. You can roll that D6 again for, yeah, there you go. Additional 13.
Don't forget to roll your planar warrior damage.
Oh, yeah, and your 2, I think it's
One.
2d8.
One.
Just one?
Just,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
2d8, yeah. Once. Right.
Yeah, but did you do it on the first attack? I didn't see it.
No, I didn't put it on there. I'm gonna go find it now. It's all the way down the bottom.
Yeah, you can just roll 2d8.
With a good roll.
That's true.
It's looking
2d8.
really, really rough shape. A good roll.
Everybody ready?
All you need is a good roll.
Ready? 6.
It is barely hanging on with this damage, Kior.
I doubt Orcon's gonna miss 3 times.
It had 7 hit points left.
If he does, Selena won't. So
Oh,
It's barely
Trip
able to
it.
hold itself together. Kior, does that end your turn?
Yes, it does.
Orcon, you're up.
We're just gonna fire off.
I mean, we could
Yep.
say it's dead, right?
That hits. And it crumbles into a pile of rubble. And you guys are out of initiative order.
For now.
Then we
I
grab
walk
another
over
thing.
to the tube where I took the scroll out of,
Uh-huh.
No.
and put my dagger in it.
Okay.
And
You
put
can
one,
remove.
I'll
you can
put one of
remove
my
your
regular
dagger.
daggers.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can remove your dagger from your character sheet, and you now have a scroll of greater restoration in your possession.
Okay.
Here you go, Hazel. You can hold on to this.
I don't need it. I have the spell.
It is
Oh.
a 5th level spell slot, though, so yeah.
Fine.
Fine.
And it costs diamond dust if you cast it.
Yeah, I don't have that much diamond. Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Hazel points to the severed hand and journal, and then just looks at Forrest.
Well, you want me to take it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The Orcon strategy kind of worked until he got hit.
But we don't know what the next one's gonna do, and if it, is a jabby. You're the one who can avoid the jabby's the best.
Oh, we do this.
All right.
Oh no.
I can pick it up with my little hand and then
Door.
step through the doorway and close the door.
Just open the door and shoot it.
And leave us in here
You
with it.
know, it's not a bad idea.
If it's only going to want to attack me,
This
it'll
is
have
true.
to give chase.
Okay.
Based on the pattern we've had so far, I'm going to stand right next to this statue.
Hazel's gonna move away.
I
Orcon,
think I'll wait
seeing
by
that
then.
there's a statue here, is going to step out the door
Okay.
and then just sort of lean around and cast Mage Hand to pick up that diary.
Okay. Is
Once
it-
everybody's got this situated.
Is it an invisible mage hand once again, or is that something you can only
Yep.
temporarily do? Okay.
Oh no,
yeah,
it's
so-
my telekinesis ability allows me to make it invisible at any point.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, so the hand, and you guys see the journal start to float from the near bottom shelf. And
Oh.
I will describe what happens when we come back from our break for the evening. So,
Good call.
as Kior
Kior
gets ready to
judging
bust
us
out
from
the
the back.
wings from the back of the room. Oh, well done, everybody. Well, we'll see what happens to our heroes whenever we come back. We're going to take a 5 to 7 minute quick break, get a quick stretch in and refill beverages. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all in just a few. Stick with us. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. We are back in the library chamber of this tomb. Orkhan just cast Mage Hand, and his invisible Mage Hand, because of his abilities in this journal, begins to float up from the shelves. And it's at that time, as the journal is slowly making its way towards the door, you see all 3 of the remaining skeletal statues begin to move.
We may have made a slight miscalculation on this one.
I would like to point out I closed the door, so I don't see crap. I'm expecting 1.
So did you get the... Well, in order to get the book into your possession, the book's still floating. Would you close the door before that? And question, would your Mage Hand... Like, does anything happen to your Mage Hand if you, like, close the door and separate your view from it or anything like that?
Nope.
I mean, well, it's invisible anyway.
30 feet. Right.
Yeah, I gotcha. As long as it's within 30 feet of you, okay. So I need all of you to click on your tokens for me. Because now there are 3 of them that are active instead of just 1.
Nope, and the dice say the door would still be open, so...
Oh, did you roll for it?
Yeah.
Got it.
Give it a 50.
We'll give us some different...
And that advantage with Kior is 30 feet?
Yes.
30 feet, yes.
You should be good.
Okay.
I am dead last.
Crap, at least one of them goes before me.
Wait, hold on, I'm still
Oh, no,
fixing.
hold on, I wrote the wrong thing in.
So it's 10, and I have to roll
Oh,
my
sorry
own.
about
And I have to roll my own advantage. Because I always forget.
that. Let me know when you guys are finished, and I'll go ahead and reset it.
Okay, I'm done.
Everybody good?
I believe so.
All right, let's go ahead and reset it. With a 29, Forrest, once again, you're up first.
Seeing as we got a bunch of them this time, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spirit Trap at the start of this.
Okay, you got it.
Then, I'll just take 2 attacks for that.
Okay. Yeah, you were already, like, standing next to this fella. So you were ready to go.
Yeah.
Indeed, that's one he will strike.
That will be, we got 18 plus 2 plus. Plus 9 more.
That's 9 more, okay. Carving
Total
through.
26 on that first one.
Oh, yeah. Take a chunk of the stone rib cage out from your first attack.
And there's another 4, so
How
many do we have left? 2 minutes?
Is that what you... Oh, another 4 for the...
No, he was saying he rolled another 4
Oh,
to get
no,
17.
Get 17. Yeah, you just barely miss.
I'll spend another D.
What are you rolling?
D6 inspiration.
D6, okay. It said D, and then I couldn't hear the number you said
Oh,
after
sorry.
it.
2 more.
Yep, you're good. You turned it into a hit.
22 plus 7 more for a total of 29.
You got it.
Nice.
Carve away at this skeletal statue. Seems to be looking towards the door. And your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Hazel.
Action and bonus action.
You are next.
Um,
You expected 1, not
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Hazel's gonna just go, oh crap, and almost as if like that triggers it, her squirrels are gonna show up. Let me put my little aura out. And
Oh, there you go, yeah.
because whenever they enter the space or the creature, yeah. So they both have to, Guardian 5 and Guardian 4 have to make wisdom saves for me.
Saving throws coming right up. Here they come. Guardian 5 is only a 10.
Fail.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that these do have advantage on these for reasons.
Sure they do. Like everything else.
14, I don't think is going to cut it either.
Fail. Nope. So they both take 5d8.
5d8
Squirrel
force
damage.
Squirrel damage, that's right.
Force.
For 19 damage.
19 points of damage to each of these as the squirrels split up into 2 groups. Start diving onto the skeletal statues, gnawing into them.
Yep. And I'm gonna stay there. That's my turn because it's hitting both of them right now. So
As
I'll stay
they
right there.
emerge, like you see what the leader squirrel like looks at the other one, starts other squirrels, they group up and they start they get in their 2 groups and split up.
Yep. Exactly.
So good.
My squirrels know what to do. And they just take off. And there's like one little fat chipmunk in each group that's like running a little bit slower behind them.
It's like it's awesome.
It's mostly squirrels, but there's always a chipmunk or 2.
What else would you like to do?
That's it. I'm staying right there. I'm not
Stay there.
moving. I'm hitting 2 of them. I'm gonna stay there, even though they're both looking at the door. I cannot physically stop them from that. So here I am.
Is it an action to cast that, or I thought it was a bonus action? It's only an action.
It's an action. Yeah,
Got it.
it's an action.
Guardian 3 is the one that Forrest is beating up on. But since the door is still open over here, it is going to charge towards Orcon in the doorway.
I'm
That
in
will
danger.
give Forrest an attack of opportunity if you choose to use your reaction to take it.
I will. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade at it.
Okay. Okay. 'Cause it's
Go
going
under
to
that
at least get to here before it'll trigger your
Let's make it a
opportunity
movement
attack.
action. Okay. Yeah, no, that's just me tonight.
Oh. No rerolls or anything like that, or
I've
resources?
used a lot of them already.
You can probably get it if you do an Add a Probo.
Definitely will. Sure, why not? It's out of promo.
Oh. All right, Adaprobo makes it happen. You
Stop
do
it from
hit.
getting to me, man!
This 17 from the sword, 1 from life. Trigger.
It's 18 with that amount.
13 from Spirit Shroud,
13 from
Damn.
Spirit Shroud.
and
Whew.
6 from Booming.
6 total?
Yes.
Okay, 6
The
from
10 is if it
Booming.
moves further, but it can't anyway because it just got hit at knives.
Does Sentinel react work anytime you make a reaction opportunity attack? Is that the way it works
Well,
now?
that's a good point, actually, because Forecaster technically replaces my opportunity attack. He would
So I
say.
thought that only reduced its speed to 0 if it triggered your. I can't remember
It
what
does
the
say it
trigger.
has to specifically be the opportunity attack, and because Warcaster replaces it, I don't think it technically works that way.
So it would still technically have its movement left for this one.
Yes.
Okay. Good news for Orcon.
Wonderful news.
And it's kind of the same thing as the Force Blast, honestly.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep on coming at Orcon, and it gets right up
It
next
will
to
take
me
the extra 10 Thunder from moving then as well.
from moving. Yep, it will. It's not smart enough to stop, so it keeps on going, and as the thunder cracks, it takes 10 more damage as it runs out of that spell's range. It's gonna go ahead and try to do 2 slam attacks against Orcon. You did hit it with a weapon that has sap, I
Sap.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
this
so
will
it
be,
does still have disadvantage.
we'll have disadvantage on this first attack. 2 natural 20s.
What?
This
I
is
don't
where
even know
Roll
what to tell
20
you.
says, you know.
Oh
Boom.
my god.
Okay.
So you take 21 bludgeoning damage plus 9 force damage. So that actually wasn't
30. Jesus.
as bad as it
Yes.
could have been.
There's a bunch of
Ooh.
ones in there. So.
Yeah. It
Ooh.
wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Hot.
And the second attack coming in
What?
for
What?
a
That'll hit.
23 or 24.
Mhm.
11 bludgeoning and 3 force as you take another strike from the skeletal
Hey.
warrior.
Oh,
I'll
God,
be
is
honest,
out.
I think this does less damage than the Force Blast.
Hazel's voice comes hauntingly back. Are you sure you want to touch something else today?
Orcon, with this thing in your face in the doorway, what would you like to do?
Okay. Let me check something here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try something and see if you'll let it roll. So, Orkan is gonna move over here and then actually step back out of this thing's range.
Okay. It would get an opportunity attack if you're going to do that.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So it's going to make a slam opportunity. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
17 bludgeoning plus 10 force. That was a much better roll.
27. Okay.
Orcon's looking pretty bruised and beat back there, guys.
And then I'm going to hold an action.
Hold an action? Okay.
Yep. For when Guardian 5, as I'm sure is going to come charging towards me to come kill me, the minute I can see him, I'm casting a spell.
Guardian 5. The minute you can see him, you're going to cast a spell. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That will bring us to Guardian 5's turn. Guardian 5 immediately starts running towards the door. And upon entering this doorway, you see him, Orcon.
Perfect. Okay. Let me grab my little thing here. And I am casting Force Cage.
Ooh!
Oh,
Seems
no.
like a little
Around.
low, but I love it.
All three of them. Now, what I am
Oh.
hoping you will let me get away with on this is typically you can make it either solid or prison bars.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make the wall facing me solid and everything else bars.
Okay. I would say... Let me look at the spell description really quickly. Let's see
Here.
if there's something...
I want this one.
Oh, there it is. The mobile invisible... Oh, invisible cube-shaped prison. Cage or a solid box, as you choose. So yeah, that seems fine.
Okay.
Because it says the prison can be a cage or a solid box, as you choose. So I guess it wouldn't really matter, in essence. But yeah,
Okay.
you can make your wall solid, and then the other one's caged.
Perfect.
But it is invisible,
Yep.
so no one else can really tell what's going on, unless they have the ability to see invisible objects. Okay, concentration up to an hour.
That's a good point. We were all running away when I put the dragon in a box. I haven't seen Orcon do this before.
I'm just going to put a little symbol on your token just so you can be reminded of concentration. Because that's something I always forget. Excellent. Guardian 5 just slams into the wall. And just attacks it, but I don't think anything will happen. Yep. Ends its turn. Guardian 4 just slides over this way, is trapped. Cannot do anything. Selena's up.
Selena's a little confused why they have stopped chasing Orcon, because she can't see the invisible thing.
See, one is like slamming something. Like it's just slamming up against the open doorway.
But she's gonna move up and will strike at Guardian 3.
Now, do they have... They're spaced... What's the shape of the cage? Half-inch bars spaced half-inch apart. So they've only got like a half of an inch in between each of these bars. So I guess... I don't know. I guess a blade would be able to go through that.
Okay, we'll find out. Dude. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried looking it up online. It looks like most people say that they give it some sort of cover rank rating for the bars.
Yeah, I would still
Yeah,
say
either a half or
24.
3/4, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
26 would still hit then.
That would still hit. Yep. So we got
And last strike. Haha!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no amount of cover will stop that. So
That's right. She's
34
just
damage. It looks like
piercing through the what is that? 34.
I don't get paid to
15
do
and
that.
19, yeah, 34.
34 damage on the crit. This one's looking really rough, but it's still up.
Okay. And that's Selena's turn.
Excellent. Kior, you're up next.
Oh. So I don't know this thing is there, right?
Something's odd about the way they're behaving over there. Like, you would think,
Okay.
you would have thought by now they would have just pummeled Orcon into the hallway floor.
I'm gonna move there.
Yeah, because as you try to move a little bit closer, you can feel like you're bumping into something. There's some kind of invisible force there. It's really rigid.
So I'm gonna try and go ahead and pokey.
Okay. I'll give them a little bit of cover, but you guys are rolling well high enough over their AC even with cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that will hit.
Bonus action. Oh, no. Yeah, bonus action. Planar warrior.
You got it.
Ooh. No. Ugh.
8 damage.
Hang on one second.
there.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta fix something here. It's not taking it off. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's not 3. God bless it. Gotta re-roll. I'm sorry. Hit too many times. 8. There we go. 7 more.
Oh, 7 more. There you go.
That was the
more
first hit.
for Warrior for the first hit, yeah. Make a second strike.
And then the second strike. I didn't pull it over with my bonus action, so the hunter's mark still lays in waiting for the next round when I do bonus.
Yep.
Or would it go
I
away?
think so.
No, it just sort of hangs out there. You're still concentrating on it. It's just not active on anyone.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just gonna do regular hit on this one. Oh, double 18s. Yeah.
Yes, that will hit.
And ten.
10 damage. It is still up, but it is looking pretty bad. It's Kior. Carves into it. Kior, you can tell as you're trying to like stab through, there definitely is something blocking these creatures inside.
And I am done.
All right. Forrest, back to you.
Suppose I'll figure out pretty quickly that I cannot walk straight through here.
You slam right into some kind of cage.
Step right here. And I'll try to hit. Let's go with Guardian number 3 with Eldritch Blast.
You get advantage,
I get
or
advantage.
because sap.
Well, sap gives
No,
the
no,
creature
Stat gives them
disadvantage.
disadvantage. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, they
You.
get disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Have a little bit of
Really?
cover on this because of the bars in front of you.
Yeah, so that just increases their AC by a little bit, right? I
Yeah,
don't roll
yeah.
disadvantage or anything.
Yeah, it's the increased AC.
21 still hit?
It does still hit.
2 more of these. That one's gonna miss.
That one's gonna miss. That one's gonna hit the bars in front of you.
27.
That one
for the
hits. Yeah.
First one will do 11 force from the blast
Nice.
itself.
11 force.
Spear Shroud will deal 12 more.
12 more. It is still up, but barely.
11 more force.
As it crumples into a pile of rubble in front of the door.
Yes. Thing I can. That's particularly worth doing. That'll be my.
That'll be your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Hazel with work on deck.
Okay. Hazel moves up and immediately bumps into the cage.
Squirrels sneaking through the cracks. Start
Yeah,
eating
squirrels-
That's right.
Up
Yeah.
through.
Squirrels like squeeze in like
So the squirrels will get Guardian 4. And Hazel keeps just trying to continue to move forward so her squirrels can get the other one, and she can't. And she's just like, "What the Orcon?" And we'll shoot at Guardian 5 since I can't get him with my squirrels. We'll try to get him with Starry Wisp.
Sure. With the squirrels, it's a wisdom save again, right?
Wisdom save, yes.
It's only a 14.
That shall fail.
All right. Squirrels
So
squeeze in through the cage and just jump on Guardian 4, gnawing away.
Guardian 4 gets 26 damage.
6 points of damage.
And then I will try to hit Guardian 5 with Starry Wisp.
I will say, because you're firing through a cage and you're trying to fire past,
Mhm.
Guardian 4 is going to have a bit of cover.
Yeah.
So an 18 will not hit in this instance. So if you'd like to
That's-
spend resources...
She's confused
Yeah.
about why she can't get forward. This is perfectly acceptable to not hit.
Yeah, the magic of the Starry Wisp just kind of hits this cage in front of you and just deflects it from hitting
Yeah.
its target.
That's the end of her turn.
Got it.
I'm sorry.
Orcon, it's your turn.
Okay. Orcon's gonna walk. Oop, I don't want to draw another thing. Okay, Orcon's gonna walk back up.
Orcon starts dancing and cutting shapes in the hallway.
Gonna walk up and realizing in his wondrous plan I can no longer attack these creatures.
you've walled yourself off from them.
So I'm just gonna look at the group and say, I'm sorry, I didn't quite think that one through. They can't get to me, but I can't help you either. Gonna
Can't do Misty
go
step
into
through.
my disguise kit, and as my action, pull out one of my little makeups, like a lipstick or something, and look at the one in front of me, and on the force cage in the air, just draw a smiley face, just right on his face, and that'll be my turn.
Very nice. Do you have inspiration on your character sheet marked right now?
No, not currently.
Go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration that you
Thank
can
you.
use for a reroll in the future for your creativity. Excellent. The skeleton doesn't look very much amused by this show of...
But he looks so happy from my side now.
Yeah, I guess to you he looks perfectly fine. To the rest of the party, he does not look satisfied. Guardian 5 actually does something you haven't seen them do. It actually turns its attention towards the other folks in the room. And seeing that it couldn't get through some kind of invisible barrier, is going to fire 2 force bolt blasts. 'Cause I think they can fire out through the cracks, but I will give you guys a little bit of a boost to your AC as well. Correct? Force cage, they can still like range attacks out of?
Yeah, if it's a cage, I would rule it the same way, in my opinion.
So
If we can
basically-
attack in, they could attack out.
Basically, what I've been doing with the villains is I've been giving them a +2 to their AC, so I'm going to grant you guys a +2 to your AC. So whatever they roll, you guys have a +2. So 2 blasts, 1 going to Selena, 1 going to Kior. From this one, Guardian 5. So a Force Bolt to Selena first is a 21 total to hit Selena.
Yep, that hits.
That's 25 points of force damage.
Ow. Okay.
She did have
Hold
some
on.
temporary hit points.
She did. So those 10 are gone. So no, it's 15 down.
Yep, 10
After
and
that.
then 15 down after that. So it was 4.
94 minus 15.
So 79 out of 168 is what she's at.
I don't think I can. You have to edit that, right? Yeah, I can't do that.
I can edit it. Yeah, I got it covered.
Okay. Thank
Oh, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say that you might be able to edit it in roll 20, but Michael already got it.
Yeah, I got it covered in both in D&D Beyond and Roll20, so it's all good. Another blast coming to Kior, since Kior is standing right beside Selena. Force Bolt, a crit. Natural 20. This is bad. 37 points of force damage to Kior.
Take it.
And take
I think we
it.
might need a short rest after this one, folks.
Yeah.
I think that's the first bit of damage I've taken since we've been here.
Guardian 4 turns its gaze towards Hazel and is going to fire both force bolts towards Hazel. Is it squirrels happen at the start of the turn or if they finish their turn? I think it was if they finish their
when
turn.
they enter, and then when they finish their turn there.
Finish their turn. I don't think they're very intelligent. No, they're not. They're just going to blast at you twice. Force bolt.
Mhm.
First one is a 17.
That will still hit even with my increased armor class.
It will still hit with your increased armor class. 29 points of force damage.
Ooh.
That was a really good roll on the damage. And then a second force bolt comes in with a 22 for an additional 19 points of force damage. As eyes just radiate with this bright yellow energy and they blast through the force cage, hitting you and almost causing you to stumble backwards. It's actually going to be really stupid and move closer to you.
Okay.
And then it will make its saving throw to end its turn.
Okay. Well, I think I have to. I have to see if my concentration
Yeah, you gotta
stays up.
yeah, these are concentration. Yep.
Yeah. One.
So you have to make two rolls.
17.
17 half of the first damage.
Yeah, still fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would still pass. Yep.
And 23.
You're still up. And
Okay.
its saving throw was only a 6, so it's gonna fail and take all your squirrel damage.
Hey, real quick question, and totally because this is my fault, and I'll take the damage. But I do have adamantine breastplate, which no critical hits.
Oh, yeah. So you only take
you would
6.
take 21 less damage.
Yeah, you'd take 21 less. So add 21 extra hit
21.
points to your character. Yeah, you only take
Gotcha.
16 then. Yeah, that's. Glad you mentioned that. I forgot all about that.
Sorry.
19 force damage to this one as the
19
squirrels
squirrel damage.
continue
And then
to pummel it.
I am. Yeah, that's.
Alright. That does bring us to Selena and Orcon. You can now see that the Guardians have turned on your party now, as you now have nice lipstick smiley faces drawn on your invisible force cage.
And seeing that my plan has failed miserably and now these things are trying to kill everybody else, I'm just going to free action drop concentration.
Okay.
Because it is
Yeah.
not working and let
Can
them
you
all
back
come.
away from that one before you drop concentration?
I
You
can't.
Not this time.
Let us know.
I can drop it now so everybody can get in closer, which was
Oh, right. It's not
Not.
currently your turn. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
right.
Are you going to drop it now?
Yep, I'm going to drop it now because
All right.
they've turned away, and as I'm watching, I'm seeing Kior get slammed and Hazel gets slammed. It's like, okay, nope, this ain't working anymore.
Got it.
But now you're going to get slammed.
Well,
Yep.
They've
but
also
better me
started
than-
attacking others, so maybe they'll keep their attention scattered
Well,
now.
good news is that Selena's up, and Kior, you're on deck. So
So Selena runs forward in a surprise she can. And will do. Here we go again.
Carving away.
16 's
16's gonna miss.
Doesn't she still
Don't
have
forget your
advantage from the
proficiency
previous
bonus.
turn?
Oh, she does. I forgot. Sorry, I
What
forgot
gives her advantage from the previous turn?
because she hit the
That's-
last time.
But that was the other.
That was the other
guard,
one.
wasn't- Yeah, that
That-
was the
yeah.
other creature. It has to be the same
That's the
creature.
Oh, right. We
You already
One.
killed one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Guardian 3. So
Yep.
we'll try
Yeah,
again.
you can spend some resources if you want to.
No,
Okay.
no.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Barely missing.
She does get a third attack, right?
Yeah.
She does, or you can spend some resources and turn that one into a hit.
No, Iris
19
is here to
damage on the
replenish
table.
us.
Huh.
I don't know.
Orcon can take the hit.
Can you?
No.
Probably not, but.
No, you can't.
He's just saying that to make you feel better.
I know. We'll add a probo to hit.
And that will definitely turn it
Robo.
into a hit. Yeah, so it'll do 19
19
damage.
And
Oh,
then
and Bo just redeemed Probo, so I'm
Thank
not
you,
gonna
Bo.
take it off there. So yeah, you guys got a free Probo, turn it into 19
And-
damage.
then hitting again. 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So additional
How-
14 points of damage.
How's it looking?
This one's still hardy. It hadn't taken much damage.
Okay.
Not bloodied yet.
a lot of us are at half or lower. It might be a pretty good time for an action surge.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
looking for. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
This isn't my
And
character.
especially if we're doing a whatchamacallit, a short
rest
rest
after.
after this. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Selena will action surge,
Okay.
and I can do all of that again.
All that
I'm gonna
again.
make note
Yep.
of that because I can't hit the button. Action surge.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hit it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And here we go again.
I guess that'd be under features and traits.
29,
There we go. Yes, indeed. 29 will hit.
and then she gets all
So
3 attacks then,
10
right?
Damage. Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She gets all 3. And
Okay.
another 16
16.
damage.
And then
The third strike.
18 to hit. Hits right
18. Yep, it does hit.
for
Additional
13 more
13
damage.
more damage.
Not going
So
away
you can-
anymore.
continues to carve away at it. It's still not bloodied, but it's definitely looking a lot worse than it did.
Okay. And that will be Selena's turn.
Stone shards flying across the room as Selena carves into the statue. Alright, Kior, you're up.
Kior's gonna move there. So I can get advantage on this one.
What's giving you advantage on those, Kior?
Orkin.
Oh,
You
we
know,
don't usually.
I don't
flanking.
Oh, you
usually
don't do that.
do flanking
That's cool.
for the rule.
That's cool.
I didn't know if your character had something that gave you advantage for
No.
that. Okay.
So
That's good. I probably never clarified that for
bonus-
you, so yeah, it's no,
That's okay.
no big.
bonus action. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark onto him.
You got it. Marked.
All right. Sunblade.
Sunblade
action.
coming at him.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a miss.
Well, you rolled your longbow.
God bless it.
Yeah, re-roll
Yeah.
with your sunblade. Yeah.
And I apologize.
You good.
He-
Oh,
Little bit better.
look at that. Critical hit. Make sure
Okay.
you roll on that
No.
pink sunblade there so it rolls all your crit damage in the
Just-
roll
just
20
hit
check.
that one.
for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So we got 13 on the top one. Then 8 for crit. That's 2-hand crit damage. Where's the 1-hand crit damage?
I think it's the second, the on the right in the second box.
Okay.
says critical
so
damage under that, so
13 plus 5.
And then I got to roll my d6.
Yes. So it's 18
Just double that.
damage. You can go ahead and roll twice. You can roll both 2 times. We'll add
Oh,
it up.
differently? Okay.
Yeah. I like to let people roll more dice than just double the numbers. Yes.
Boom.
See, because that turns out, that's why, because it turns out even better most times.
Oh, yeah.
So 10 more damage.
All force damage.
All force damage. Yeah, it takes that whole impact. It's definitely bloodied now.
Okie dokie. And then one, I missed the first one, so that is my
Yeah,
turn.
the first one you rolled was the longbow back.
Yes, yeah, you still have your second attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can fire away again.
thank you for
Mm.
Here we go. Sunblade.
Watch him roll another one.
18.
Oh, 18 just hits.
Nice.
Additional 9 radiant.
10 altogether.
10 altogether. You got it. Carving through this skeletal statue. Still up, but looking a lot worse.
That's my turn.
All right, Forrest, that brings us up to you.
Take 'em out.
Over right in between these guys.
Oh, oh, kill it.
I was going to shove him over there.
Oh. And by right in between them, I mean directly above in between.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Are they both bloodied or just one?
Just the one in front of Kior. The other one looks a little hardy, but it has a bunch of magical squirrels pummeling it currently.
I'll hit the one that's bloodied then. 29 hit.
Yes.
Ooh, 22 from the sword strike.
22 from just the sword.
5 from Life Drinker. $19 more from Spirit Shroud.
19 more from Spirit Shroud. Still up.
32 to
Oh,
hit. That's also
32.
19 on the die, which counts as a crit for me.
Counts as a crit
Nice.
for you. Yep.
Yeah.
This is going to be bad, folks. Going to be a lot of
33
damage
from
here.
the sword.
33 from the sword.
Oh, wait, no. Ignore that second one. Life Drinker's only once per turn.
Oh, okay, got it.
Spirit Trap still happens again, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
17 more from that.
And it crumples into a pile
Yay!
of mashed stone.
Man, I didn't get those added critical smite. Come on.
Forrest brings the sword down and it just crumples into dust and shards of stone.
That was both my attacks. So, Hazel's not looking so good, and that one doesn't like her. Might switch to Orcon if it figures out to attack him.
There have been a lot of critical hits tonight, I feel.
There happened. I'm gonna use my healing light on Orcon. Heal him for 5, 6.
Oh.
For how much?
Here it comes.
20.
20 hit points. Restored to
Thank you.
Orcon
What a bad roll.
as the magical energy comes over you, your wounds begin to heal, Orcon.
Oof.
And
Definitely
your
feeling
turn.
better.
Finishing up there, Forrest.
Oh yeah, that's action and bonus. I'm all good.
Got it. Hazel with Orcon on deck.
Squirrels.
Squirrels.
Wait, no, at the end of
Yeah,
it's at the end of its turn.
Yep, because it started.
I'm like right next to it, and I have no touch damage spells.
A couple squirrels are like up on its shoulders, like clawing at its eye sockets.
Yeah.
Don't forget, your squirrels let you disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah, I will disengage. I move back here.
Yeah, that distraction of the squirrels, they cause you to disengage out of
And
it.
then I will Starry Wisp it. Well, the squirrels. Actually, I don't want to move that far. I'm gonna move there, so he still gets the squirrels.
Okay.
If he doesn't move.
If he doesn't move. Yeah. So I move back, and then Starry Wisp.
Sure.
15. Fine. That's fine. She's stressed. It's fine. We're just gonna let that go.
You sure? You got resources.
No. Nope.
Okay.
Me,
Saving them,
Brittany,
huh?
the player.
Saving them.
Me, Brittany, the player, does not like using resources. I am a hoarder when it comes to all games. That's my turn. Squirrels are still up, clawing
Okay.
at its face.
You got it. Work on. You're up.
Okay.
Troublemaker.
Oh, always. So we are going to. I have an odd question. Can I?
It's D&D.
Mixed
There are
match
no
for a
odd
point.
questions.
So, my plan is I'm going to do 3 Eldritch Blasts, but can I split it up and use my bonus action in between one of the blasts?
Guess I wouldn't see why not. I don't know. I never had that come up before. That might be an
You
odd
can
question.
do things in between weapon attacks.
You
A
can
little
do-
different for a spell.
Yeah, I don't know how that. So under
But
like
my
where
only
it
reason
says
for
un-
thinking I could
under Eldritch
is because
Blast,
I'm-
like what does it say under Eldritch Blast whenever you reach like certain levels and you can cast it more than once? Is it like say
the spell creates 2 beams at level 5, 3 beams at level 11.
you know what? I'm gonna say it's probably since they're beams, they probably like happen at the same time.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So that would make it to me that would make it no, you couldn't put your bonus action in between them.
Okay.
Kind of like you know how in the
Fine.
spell Magic Missile, it says like all of them like fire at once and hit
Yeah.
simultaneously. Like I feel like that's probably the same way this would work. I know we rule them each separate, but it's probably like they all like fire at once and then hit their
Okay.
target.
So I'm going to fire off then. And actually, I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to step back this way.
Mm-hmm.
Is I am trying to aim my blast. I'm trying to push this creature into the hallway.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
So.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You guys are just brutalizing these things tonight with these natural 20s. Oh.
That's 21.
21 points of damage, and it moves back 10 feet.
Knocks back 10 feet.
Yep, it's there.
And as I'm. The next one goes. We've got 24.
Indeed, yes. That one will impact as well.
Okay.
That's
So
7.
7.
And moves 10 feet, so now it's out of the squirrels.
Okay. And then I'm going to whiff on the third.
You're just gonna
I'm just deliberately missing.
deliberately
Shoot into
miss
the
it.
ground in front of him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you fire one into the ground. Warning shot.
Step forward, and I need as a bonus action, I need it to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save. Sure. Is this a magic? Is this a magic effect or anything?
It is my telekinetic shove. I don't know if you would rule that.
I'll say
not a spell.
it's not really a spell. Yeah,
No.
it'll just be a normal roll. Strength save is a 12.
Okay, I pull it 5 feet forward towards me, back into the squirrels.
Oh, that is sick, dude. Oh man. So it immediately makes a wisdom save. We're going back into the squirrels as they jump and try to just annihilate this poor thing. 18 to save. So it's
Yeah,
like half.
that's the save. I'm
half
like
damage from
but
the
it's still
squirrels.
getting extra damage from just being pulled around.
Oh, wow.
27,
Wow.
so 14?
14, yep. More damage as the squirrels just begin to pummel it again. As it thought it was safe for just a moment there. And then just gets lassoed back in with magical energy.
Yep.
Well,
I'm sorry, did you not enjoy that? And then that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That was cool. Cool move.
And then run back away. Make it work if it's going to come try to kill me.
This is the Guardian's turn. Currently, the closest target to the Guardian is Hazel. So it just steps forward looking towards Hazel, and it's going to make 2 slam attacks against Hazel.
Yep.
I believe... Oh, yeah. Is this one attacked by Forest? No, Forest killed the other one.
No, I think I'm the only one who's messed with this one.
So I don't think it has
Other
sap
than
against it. I was
Morgan.
just trying to make sure it didn't have disadvantage on this roll. I don't have a marker on it, so I don't think it does. So slam is a 28 to hit. You take 12 bludgeoning plus 7 force.
Great. Thanks, guys. Yep.
Oh, and somebody just subscribed. Thank you, St. Andrew, for gifting the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. So the second slam attack coming in is 24.
So this doesn't say that I need to be able to see the creature. Oh wait, no, I can see. Never mind.
Okay. So 12 bludgeoning, 9 force. Is Hazel still up?
Barely.
Barely. Hazel's looking pretty rough over there, guys.
She's
it
like-
does choose to use its bonus action. 20-foot square, 20-foot cube. 10, 15, 20.
Sounds like all of us.
It can't get...
Oh no, yeah.
It's going to try for Hazel, Forest, and Kior.
What's it doing?
It is going to try to cast its spell again as its eyes begin to glow with a strange blue energy.
Is
Wisdom?
Wait, who's it hitting?
Wisdom is the save. It'd be Hazel, Forest, Kior,
Okay.
who would be in range of this. For its bonus action.
Wisdom
Forest
saves.
saves. Everybody gets a +5 too.
I
Kior
don't.
saves.
And I
Yeah,
failed.
you're in my aura.
Yeah, you're in the order.
Am I?
Yeah.
18 then.
18 saves. None of you are affected by the slow effect. And it ends
Awesome.
its turn, which means it's still in the squirrels, so it must make a wisdom saving throw. 17.
Nope.
Okay, so it's going to take
It fails.
all the damage from the squirrels as they continue.
Come on, squirrels.
Come on,
And the
squirrels.
squirrels finish the job. Whoa!
Maybe.
33. It does quite a lot of damage. It is definitely bloodied, but it is still up.
Jeez.
Bringing us to Selena's turn.
Selena's very unhappy that this thing has been wailing on everyone. So she will run over here. And let me switch character sheets again, because this is getting confusing. She hasn't hit this one yet, so
Yeah.
20 to hit.
20 does hit. 15 damage.
Crit.
Crit. Look at that.
27, I think.
That's 27 damage.
14 and 13, yep.
More 27 more. Looking rough, it's still standing. That hits too.
13 more
Additional
damage.
13 more. It's kind of hobbling around over there, but it's still in the fight.
That will be Selena's turn.
All right, bring us to Kior's turn.
Oh man, it's a long way to go. 25. Boom.
Kior
You
runs around behind.
yes.
I don't think it's trying to run away, to be fair.
I am.
All right, Sunblade. Bonus action. Planar warrior.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of numbers. All right, here we go. Oh.
Would you like to use some resources on that one?
Yeah. Pro bono.
You got it. That turns it into a hit.
Woo!
You can roll your damage.
Okay. Public. That's a good one. 7.
That's the longbow
It still rolled your
damage.
longbow. I don't know why you're
Why does that keep happening?
Technology is against you.
No, I'm blind. Let's try that one.
There you go.
Okay.
Much better.
1 more point over.
8 damage.
Every point matters.
And the 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8
We'll do
for
that
your
right
planar
off
warrior.
that. That'll work.
9
And
more.
then 1d6.
Did you move your
Well,
hunter's mark
did
onto
you
this one?
move your hunter's mark on this one?
Yep.
Because you used your bonus
Oh.
action to do the planar warrior.
Never mind. Take that one off then. Sorry.
Yeah, you're all good.
I don't think you rolled it yet, so it's all good.
Yeah, and then you can go ahead and roll your, if you're making a second attack. It's looking really
yeah.
rough.
Oh, I like rough. Okay.
Another good strike might take it down, Kior.
Here we go.
Oh, no! Oh. You want to play a reroll?
right, I
You
think
got
I got
7 of them.
No, I'm gonna fart and walk away.
Kior ends his turn with a little bit of Bring us to Forrest's turn.
Let's see if I can finish this guy off.
Kior walks away in shame, dejected with his head down.
I think I'm out of
30,
damage.
31, yeah.
That's 16.
And as Kior just turns around, all of a sudden he is covered in stone dust and shards as Forrest comes up, baseball swings the sword of Koss right through the creature and splits it into pieces, and you guys are out of combat order. I will remove and clear all the turns for you.
Thought it was supposed to be one of them.
Is it safe?
Hazel's just bent double with her hands on her knees, like.
There's no more of them left, so it's as safe as it's going to get, I think.
But what I would like to know is why did the weird little journal have 3 of them attached to it?
Either it's the most important, or it's because we messed with all 3 things. So if you get 1 or 2 items, that's fine. But if you're taking all 3, now we got a big problem. I don't know. And Hazel just sits on the floor. Crisscross applesauce is very tired.
Right, everybody gather around for a few minutes. Gotta cast that spell.
Hazel's not moving. You better be gathering around her.
I'll start it over here.
I drag her over.
Drag me a little closer.
You can move a little bit, just stay within about 30 feet.
She just rolls on the ground to get.
It's gonna take like 10 minutes.
Little magical squirrels start sitting down crisscross applesauce next to you, and
They're trying to like fix her hair, and it's just not working because they have such tiny hands, and it just doesn't.
very good.
So I'm gonna take the 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay, 10-minute cast of prayer of healing.
One squirrel goes up and climbs up Forrest's shoulder and is like petting him, like thank you.
That'll be
Oh my god.
a whole 3 from the prayer, but we also gain the benefits of a short rest.
Okay, yeah, so you guys get 3 hit points back from the prayer, and then basically within 10 minutes you can take a whole entire short rest here. Instead of waiting an hour, you can take 10 minutes instead. So if you want to go ahead and spend any hit dice or whatever other things your character gets back on a short rest, you can go ahead and add those to your sheets. I believe 10 minutes is also the spell time of the squirrels. Is that true, or am I thinking differently?
Yeah, I think
That's
the squirrels go sleepy.
So at the end of this prayer, the squirrels would dissipate.
Good time for Orcon to ritual cast Identify on anything if he feels like it.
That works for me.
Don't spend any more than that.
Should we roll where it says hit dice, or the box where it actually shows the dice roll? In short
So
rest,
if-
by the way.
If you're on D&D Beyond, if you click short rest, all you have to do is basically check off how many hit dice you want to roll.
Mhm.
And then you'll see your hit die will appear right beneath it, 1d8 plus 2 for mine.
Okay.
Then if you click that, it'll heal it and put it in for you when you take the short rest.
What?
And granted, I had to use 13 hit die to get myself back up, but
I've only got one left myself.
Oh yeah, is this I think this is the second rest you've taken in here, at least the second rest.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We used, Orcon used his lantern for everybody to take a quick 10-minute short rest
That's
before,
right, yeah.
which I can only do that once a day.
Mm-hmm.
But does that count against our short rest for the day?
There's no actual limit on short rest. Kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not really an
Time
actual
limit.
limit. They try to put the limit on long rests in the game rules.
It's pretty hard to sleep for 8 hours when you've only been awake for an hour, so I kind of get that one.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
Yeah, but our little 10-minute coffee breaks here, this is normal.
Oh yeah. What would you be ritual casting Identify on during this little rest, Orcon?
So we have
The wand,
a
scimitar, and the
scimitar. I already did the emerald. That's a elemental control emerald.
Yeah, it was a water elemental gem. Mm-hmm.
Who did I give that to, or do I still have that?
as far as I know, you pocketed it.
Okay.
I would think either the wand or the scimitar might be the most immediately useful.
Oh, Hazel's got them both, so whichever one Hazel hands Orcon, he'll do.
They're in Selena's bag, so Selena will just hand them over. I can't edit Selena's hit dice or do anything about that, so
Okay, sure, I can do that.
I'll leave it to you.
Sure.
You'd probably use all of her second wins first, because they're just going to come back anyway.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then
Yeah, she has 4 second wins, so why don't somebody...
40, 10 plus 8.
What?
Right,
Why does
good.
this say regain 1d10 plus 16 hit points?
Was it plus fighter level?
I think it's
It must be.
level.
Yeah.
So that would be 40, 10 plus
Yeah, somebody roll 4d10.
64?
Yes.
She wouldn't need all of them.
She wouldn't need all of them. Yeah,
Well, maybe.
Oh, she gets
That
them all
should be
back
about
anyway,
right, I
so
think.
roll them all.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
mean-
would, you know what, I'll just say, yeah, if she gets them all back, she'd roll them all and she'd get pretty much her whole hit points back, because she's not even, I mean,
86.
oh yeah, she's full.
Okay. You'll have to edit that, but yeah.
Yeah, I got it edited.
Thank you.
I actually think she's 3 shy.
Yeah, just barely, because it said she's 79 right
Maybe
now.
Oh,
three
did we
shy.
get the 3 from the prayer of healing yet? That'd be the last 3.
Well, that would be the
That'd
three,
be the
yeah,
last
because of your
three.
prayer. Yeah. I was gonna say she's
When
really
it's back to full.
close. Nice.
Hazel is not back to full.
Hazel goes on a little rant about taking stuff off.
Hazel was almost unconscious.
Hazel doesn't even rant. She is so
Hazel got
tired.
beat down there.
I meant the inspiring leader feat specifically, but
We'll
does
get there.
Action Surge. Action Surge comes back on a short rest. Oh, look at
Yes.
that.
Yep. Yeah, fighters get
fighters are
everything.
So
everything back.
does
Oh
their
my God.
superiority dice. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, know your enemy has to have a long rest.
oh, okay. One whole
Uh,
feature.
Indomitable has to have a long rest.
That one's very powerful, so I get that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Reroll
Yeah.
save plus fighter
Yeah,
level. Ooh.
she got most of her stuff back. That's killer.
Domino might as well be legendary resistant, honestly.
Yeah, Selena now looks like there is nothing wrong with her whatsoever. She's ready to go. Wow. So what were you choosing to identify then? Was it the wand or the sword?
Okay, so we'll do odd is the wand, even is the sword.
Or if there's something else too. Like
Oh, because I already did the gem, so I think those are the only two other things we found. So
Yeah.
I'm doing the wand.
Okay, the wand. Let me pull that up really quick here. Where was that? Here it is. The wand is a +3 wand of War Mage. It's a wand, very rare, requires attunement by a spellcaster. While holding the wand, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls by +3. In addition, you ignore half cover when making attack rolls. See if there's anything else. That's it. So it gives you a +3 on spell attacks. And you
Have a good
ignore
night, Bo.
half Yeah. Night, Bo. Thanks for hanging out.
So, okay.
But that was also one of the
Good one.
things that the folks were looking for.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
Orkon's going to go into his own and pull out his wand of the War Mage.
Oh.
Just a
That was
lower
noticeable.
rarity. How similar do they look?
I will show you. I think I got a picture of this one. I will show you how it looks like. In case you decide you want to switch it up. I'll have to
Real
switch
quick
it.
question on that prayer that you put out. Does that automatically? Is it like that one where it raises the ability to just max out your healing,
No.
or no? Okay.
No, I don't have that.
This is what this wand looks like for those of you in Roll20. You should be able to see it.
Do all wands of the War Mage look the same or no?
No. This one is definitely flavored for, you know, the natural environment, kind of like the culture it was a part of.
Okay.
Is Hazel still crisscross applesauce on the floor?
Sort of. She's kind of like sprawled. Just
Okay,
thinking over her life choices.
I'm gonna walk over to her, and I'm going to place my hand upon your head, and if I can find the damn thing, I'm going to heal you with healing hands. For 14 more points.
Alright.
Cute, Kior.
Mhm.
Feel better. Hazel's very much just like, I don't normally get hit that hard. She's having a moment.
Mm.
That's typically what we keep forest for.
Yeah.
And as like the 10 minutes like short rest is wrapping up, is there anything else that you guys would think of or want to do before completing the rest to carry on in your adventure?
Selena would be writing in her book about these guardians and what triggered them, like the details of the fights with the lady with the 6 arms, plus this room. Like she's just keeping track, like she does in her book, sketching
Okay.
rough sketches of them.
Yeah.
Anyone
perfect.
want to see what's up with the last notebook that we pulled out?
Orkon will have handed it to whoever wants it. He'll be busy.
Hazel will is curious about it and will just want to like Arcana check it first, just because of it's just a notebook with no title, so she feels it's something personal, or I don't know if Arcana or like some kind of check just to see what kind of book this is or if there's anything weird with it before she opens it.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
14.
14. This journal itself doesn't appear to be anything kind of like you don't see any like runes or anything like magical about it. Even when you carefully like open the page or like on the cover and paper, like it doesn't seem like anything other than a journal. But looking over top of the journal and seeing Forrest still holding on to those copper sheets, there seemed to be some kind of maybe arcane runes and things engraved into the copper covers of those sheets.
Is the journal written in common?
It is.
Hazel will just kind of leaf through it to try to figure out whose it is or what it's about.
It looks like a hodgepodge of a bunch of notes that are just taking, and you eventually get to a page that has this elaborate looking door on the like drawn out, like sketched out in ink, and it looks like it has these 3 kind of spinnable rings or something on the door, and at the bottom of it, it just simply says, in quotations, die, D-I-E, in Draconic.
Okay. She'll say that to the group. Don't know what this means, but if we see a door with 3 dials, maybe that's... or rings. Unless anyone speaks Draconic, though, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, keep
Not
an eye
something
out
I can
for it.
assist with.
First, what's on the tablets?
That's a good question. You said it's just like a bunch of engravings. Is there anything?
Yeah, when you
Easily
start to
readable about
look
it?
at this, you can see that this book contains basically carving, like, imagine like a bunch of copper sheets that have like a metal ring at the top corner, kind of like a pamphlet, like you keep on moving and you can front and back look at them. It's a bunch of helpful guides and hints of health and nutrition tips. But it's also laced with the outlines of kind of like arcane runes around the edges of the borders of each sheet.
Some kind of magical diet.
Magical, nonetheless. They're all magical.
Capitalism.
Well, I mean, if we make copies of it, we could sell a copy to everyone in Waterdeep.
I'm on a seafood diet.
The best diet.
As you guys are
Well,
kind
now
of
I want
pondering this and you're looking over it, and now I'm hungry for Cheez-Its, this looks like it'll be a great time for us to end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Well done, everybody. Good game. Good game.
We lived.
You survived. You survived the library
Character.
chamber.
Above the table, if I'm remembering correctly, that's the description of a manual of bodily health.
Could be.
Magical diet.
Magical diet. That's right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, those of you that were hanging out with us. And thank you guys for all of the gifted rewards tonight. Our party definitely needed them and used them all. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget, don't forget, we got that big fundraiser coming up on Saturday, June the 7th. You won't want to miss that. I would love to see you here to help support. It's for a great cause, a fight against Alzheimer's disease. So please, if you can, join us at some point during the day. We'll be streaming all day long with a lot of fun and entertaining games, so you'll want to definitely check that out. Don't forget to join us on Friday as we continue our Phandelver and Below campaign. I think Wild Beyond the Witchlight did finish up on Thursday. I think they finally put the closure on that campaign. I don't know what is in store next. I will have to get in touch with Victoria, but I think they might continue on with the players to do some backstory stuff as they move on to higher levels. I'll check for sure, but keep on the lookout for that. If you're not in our Discord, make sure you join the Discord so you can keep up to date on what's going on there. Do I need to make any other announcements tonight, or does that sound like we've got everything covered? Cool.
I think that puts a bow on it.
All right. Well, those of you that watch on YouTube, thank you for watching. Don't miss the next episode, and don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. See you guys.